This time we are going to get the summary in bullet points through our locally established Llama 3 model. So here you go, high signal AI. Hello everyone, this is the first video in the series Build with AI. Now I'm going to start off with the beginner stage of the AI engineering roadmap that I shared a while ago. And we'll start off with a very simple application, and then we'll continue to build on top of these applications and projects to learn about intermediate concepts as well as advanced concepts. So we'll move from beginner to intermediate to advanced in upcoming videos as well. So this way, gradually, we'll learn all the skills, the tools required, and the kind of projects that one can build using LLMs or AI. So let's get started. Now to start things off, let's first of all cover what is LLM. We are going to be building a lot of applications using LLM, but we should first, get this out of the picture. So LLM or large language models, this is a type of artificial intelligence which is designed to understand and generate human-like text based on the input or the instruction that it receives. Now, LLMs are trained on a vast amount of data, which allows them to grasp the nuances of language, context, and even some parts or aspects of human thought process. Now, there are two ways that you can access these LLMs. Okay, one is the open source LLMs, and there is a family of closed source LLMs as well. Now, closed source are basically proprietary models that are developed by organizations like OpenAI, Anthropic, or Cohere. And open source models like you have Llama 3 from Meta. This is open source, so they have opened the weights. So anybody can basically set up and run their models on their local machine or on a cloud instance. Okay, now closed source, these are proprietary models. Obviously, the source code of these models, this is all proprietary, and organizations that develop these models, they have the authority to modify and distribute the code. And obviously you'll have to pay in order to use these models. For some of them, GPT-4o, for example, you can leverage it using ChatGPT application for free. But if you want to build something on top of it, then you'll have to access it through APIs. Okay, so you can use APIs provided by OpenAI, Anthropic, and then you can build on top of those models. And with open source models, we have certain set of tools that we can use. Let's say if you have 8 GB RAM and a good processor, then you'll be able to run these models as well locally on your machine. Okay, so today we are going to set it up all locally for free. And at the end, I'll also showcase the code for how you would do it using API like OpenAI. The API structure and the code is very, very similar to what we are going to use today. Now comes how do we build using these LLMs? Okay, now there are two ways. First is these closed source models. So OpenAI offers these APIs that we can use. And in order to use open source large language models, we'll use something called as Ollama. Okay, so Ollama is a tool that provides a library of pre-built models, and we can pull the existing models and we can start working with them. And it also offers a REST API for more advanced use cases that we'll see. So in order to install this, so let's quickly download Ollama. We have download for macOS, Linux, Windows. So you can quickly download this for macOS. I already have it installed. Okay, so this is setting it up. Okay, so you can see that I have Ollama downloaded. So this is the zip file. I am installing it for the second time. I already have it installed, but to show you the process, let's click on this zip file. Okay, the app is launching. You run this. Okay, and you will open it. So you can see that welcome to Ollama. This has opened up. Next, in order to download all of your open source models, you'll need this command line interface. So I'll install Ollama. Okay, and this is the command that it has given us. So all I need to do is just copy this and paste it in my terminal. So I have this VS Code like editor. I'm using Cursor. This works just like VS Code, but this is AI assisted. Okay, so I'm going to run this command over here. Okay, Ollama run Llama 3. Okay, so if the model is present in your machine with Ollama, so it'll use the Llama 3 model already. Okay, and it'll open up this chat interface. So here I can send a message. So now I can start interacting with the Llama 3 model. I have Llama 3 7 billion model over here. So I can ask any sort of question, which is the best ramen. Okay, so it'll start generating the answers for me. So you can see the age-old question, ramen, a popular Japanese noodle soup dish. So it'll give me the answer, and you can see it is giving me the answer in markdown format over here. So this is how I am able to run the large language model Llama 3 locally on my machine using Ollama. So this is giving me this chat interface. Okay. Now, if we look at the documentation, so let's check Ollama GitHub. This is an open source project as well. Okay, so if you look at it, Ollama offers a REST API for us to use. So this REST API for running and managing the models. Now I can send a request to localhost 11434. So at this particular endpoint, so they've provided this endpoint for us. If I do localhost :11434 over here, so it says Ollama is running. All right, pretty cool, right? Now Ollama is running on my local machine. Okay, and I will be able to send a request to all of these API endpoints. So this will work just like OpenAI API. And they have given us that how you can use this. So if you want to run this in Python, so they have a library for this. So I have the Ollama library for Python. For example, Ollama Python, this is the library. Ollama Python library. This provides the easiest way to integrate with Python 3.8 plus and projects with Ollama. You can see I can copy this entire code. This is the code snippet that you can use. Let's quickly spin up an application. Okay, app.py, import Ollama. But before that, we'll have to set up our virtual environment. So let me just shut down the chat interface. Let's quickly create a virtual environment. So I'll create Python 3 -m env, let's say bot_env. Created this bot_env virtual environment. Let me quickly activate this. Source bot_env ben activate. Okay, this is done. My bot_env is working. Now I'll install pip install Ollama. So the command to install this, pip install Ollama. Okay, that's the command. Run it, and the Python library for Ollama is going to get installed. Now I have this app.py in which this is the code, import Ollama, response Ollama.chat model Llama 3. I'm using the Llama 3 model, and message. This is the format in which I send the request. Okay, so I'm going to be chatting with Llama 3. So through this Ollama module, I have this chat functionality, which is provided to us. Message is basically a list of dictionaries. Okay, now in this dictionary, I need to provide what role is it? Is it a user message or is it a system message? Okay, now system message is pretty simple, that you have to tell that how the LLM is supposed to behave. So you can tell that you are a helpful assistant who is going to answer my question. Okay, and then user is basically our messages that we are going to send. So content is going to be my final question, the instruction that I'm providing, the prompt that I am adding, that I'm providing to the LLM. So response is going to be captured, and the response is an Ollama object from which I have message, and in the message I am trying to access the content. So save this, and now let's run this over here, Python app.py. If I run this, okay, so this is going to query the Llama 3 model, the language model, and it'll give us the response over here. It's running the code, and here you go. So this is my complete answer to the question, why is the sky blue? So if you see, what a great question. The short answer is scattering, and then the complete answer. This is great. So my large language model is working. Now let's start building our Discord application. Now to create this bot, first of all, you need to have a Discord server. Okay, so you can go over this link. How do I create a server? It has step-by-step process. First of all, if you do not have any account, create an account. Then you create a server. Okay, it's very easy. Just follow these instructions. Once you have created a server, then you will need a developer account. Now, developer account is different from having a Discord account. Okay, now for developer account, you'll have to go to discord.com/developers/applications. Now here, you can see I already have two different applications. These are my bots, so I was testing with it. You can create your own application, which is going to be your bot, basically. So create new application. Okay, click on new application. You can give it any name. Discord Ollama bot. Okay, give it any name. Agree with the conditions. Create. Application name cannot contain Discord. Okay. So we'll say Ollama bot, let's say. Okay, so I have this Ollama bot. If you have any icon, then you can add that icon over here. And let's quickly pick up an icon. Let me pick this icon. So this is my bot. Okay, so this is done. Nothing to do over here. Now I have this ready. I have my Ollama bot over here. I'll go to bot over here. So if you do not have a bot ready, you will be given a button over here, add a bot. So you can add that bot. I'll reset the token. Yes, do it. Okay. Now this is multi-factor. Okay. I will provide my password. Okay. This is it. I will again reset it after the video. So I have copied it in my project over here. I'll create a hidden file, which is .env. Okay, in this I will store all of my secret keys and API keys that I will be using in my project. Now this is a best practice. This will stay away from my Git project. So I'll do Discord bot token equals and then paste the secret token over here. So this is done. After this, one thing that you have to make sure is of this particular permission, message content intent under privileged gateway intents. So our bot should be able to receive messages. It should be able to send messages, all of those things. So I'll include these two permissions. Okay. Once you do that, so it'll be able to send permissions, send messages, okay, and do a bunch of other things. So this is done. Click on save changes. Now I have my own Discord server, which is High Signal AI. Now there are a bunch of folks who have already joined. Okay, this is just started. So over here, I need to add this bot to my server. Up until this point, I have created a bot, okay, and I have a Discord server. But how do I get this bot inside my server such that this bot can start interacting with my server members and they can start using this? So to do that, go back, click on OAuth 2. Now over here, you have to look at this client ID. Copy this client ID. Okay, and let's say we paste it here. This is my client ID. Okay, this is my client ID over here. Now, in order to add this bot to my server, what we'll do is we'll create a redirect URI. Okay, now that URI is basically this URL, which you will be able to find in the notes. Okay, so in this URL, if you see, I have client ID. Remove this client ID and instead paste this number, which is your client ID over here. Okay, and now hit enter. Okay, so Ollama bot, you can see, add a bot to a server, create this command, add to server High Signal AI. So I want, this is the only server that I own. So I'll add it and I'll authorize it. Okay, now this is how I'm human. Yes, this is how you can add that bot to your Discord server. So now when I come over here, my bot is already added. So a wild Ollama bot appeared. Now, in order to interact with the Discord bot programmatically, I am going to use the Discord Python library. So this library, this is modern, easy to use, and feature rich. So it provides access and features of sending async request to these bots. So the bot would be able to send message, read messages, and do a bunch of things. So this is the command to install discord.py, pip install discord.py. I'll install it. This is done. Now let's start coding the application. I have Ollama already. I'll import OS. Okay, in order to get the Discord token, etc. I'll use the .env to load all my environment variables over here and import Discord. I'll move this down. Okay, so import OS, import Discord, and from Discord, now I need to configure commands. Okay, so in Discord, we have a bunch of commands that we can configure. So if you see discord.ext commands, bot commands. So in the Discord library, within the ext module, I have options of adding all of these different types of commands. Okay, import, so you can create your own custom commands as well. So from discord.ext, it is suggesting already. Okay, from discord.ext, I can import commands in this way. Now the next thing, if you look at the quick start guide, okay, so Discord works on intents. So first of all, we'll set up an instance of Discord intents. So intents is equal to discord.instance.default. Okay, this statement over here, and then intents.message is equal to true. So this will allow us to send and receive messages. Okay, this intent is set to true. Now the next thing is we need to initialize the Discord bot with the command prefix. So what I want is whenever somebody is writing slash, some command, summarize or something, or ask or help, anything like this, slash is going to be the identifier for my bot. So how will we capture that? We'll say bot will create an instance of the Discord bot with the specified command prefix. Okay, so bot is equal to commands.bot. So you create a bot instance, you provide the command prefix. So we'll say slash. Okay, command prefix is slash. Anything that you do after slash, you need to specify the command and then whatever your query is. Okay, intents is equal to the intents instance over here. So your bot instance is now created. So first thing is to quickly connect this bot with our Ollama bot, which is present on our server. Programmatically, to connect this code, this Python code with the bot. So for that, we'll have @bot.event. Okay, this is the decorator that we are going to use. And after this, we'll define the function async. Okay, so this is going to send an async request, def onReady. So I've this onReady function. So if you check this, okay, this is the bot. So they have created client, we have created bot. So that's it. onReady, we are going to log this particular message. We are going to print that we are logged in. So bot is ready as user.name. So the bot's name, which is Ollama bot, is going to be printed over here. So if you want to quickly check, we'll comment out the Ollama code for now. Okay, we'll just run this Discord bot code over here. Now in your terminal, run the app.py file, Python app.py. Okay, no module.env. Let me quickly install python.env. This is done. And one other thing that we'll have to do, if you see the quick start guide, so we'll have to add bot.run and then our token over here. So in order to load the token, I'll have to use os.getEnv. So this method, and then Discord bot token. Now the load.env method that we have from this .env package, this loads the environment variable for us to use. So now when I do os.getEnvironment variable, the variable Discord bot token that I have defined over here is already available. Okay, so this is done. Now let's run the app. Okay, I've not saved this. Let's run this. All right, and it should run now. Okay, it has given some error. Argument bot. Okay, onReady. Okay, we need to remove this. So onReady does not have any argument. So bot is ready as Ollama bot. Okay, this is done. Bot is ready. So my bot is now connected over here. So if you'll go to your Discord server, you'll see that your bot is now active. Okay, it's online. So I've connected this script, the Python code, with my bot, which is present on my Discord server. If you end this over here, this will go offline. Okay, so the connection has ended. So you've successfully connected your Python code with the bot using your Discord bot token and these instances using the Discord Py library. So let's create a simple command @bot.command. Okay, and the name of the command is, let's say, hello. So this is going to be the command to, let's say, initiate the conversation. So here again, I will add a function, which is going to be a command handler. So whenever somebody invokes the hello command, this is the function that's going to handle my request. So again, this is also going to be an async function, async define, and then my function, let's say, is hello. And here, whenever you're interacting with this Discord bot, you'll always have context. Okay. In this case, this context, which is CTX that I've written, the CTX is going to have access to the Discord server channel information, where it was invoked, messages, etc. All of those are basically present in the CTX. So this helps as this, helps in setting up my connection and sending and receiving messages. So this context object is ready. This is going to be passed in with all the information coming from my Discord server whenever somebody interacts with my bot. And then whenever this command is hit, we are going to send the message, hello, I'm a bot. Okay, this is done. Let's quickly check this command if we are able to interact with our bot. So application is running, bot should log in, bot is ready as Ollama bot. You see it online. So if I do /hello, okay, if I add this command and with nothing else ahead of it, the bot should respond with the message. The app is running. Why is it not? So we were not able to get the response from the Ollama bot when we send a message to a channel. And the problem was that I wanted message content. I just wrote messages earlier, that it has access to just messages. But instead of this, I need to add message content as per the quick start. So that was autocomplete screwing me up a little bit. Okay, so this is done. Now, when I do python app.py, run the application again. So this should run successfully now. Go to the Discord server. Over here, if I do /hello, if I write the command, so you'll see the response coming from hello, I'm a bot. Now, this is just a simple application, simple command that we have added. We can do much more. Now, in order to make this LLM powered or AI powered, I can do that. So here again, we'll add another command, bot.command. Okay, we'll add name to this. So we'll say name is equal to, let's say the name is ask. Okay, now I should be able to ask any sort of question to this bot and it should be able to generate the answer using Ollama. Okay, the Llama 3 model. So here again, what we'll do is I have defined a command handler function. Okay, it has the context. It will access all the other parameters, whatever I've added in the message. Okay, and then the final message, the instruction that I'm going to provide. Okay, so response is going to be ollama.chat. I've used the model Llama 3. The messages inside user and message. So whatever message is going to come from us, which is the user, that message is going to be provided to Llama. Llama is going to generate the response and the response is going to be sent back to the Discord bot. So this is how this function is working. Let's quickly run the application again. And there we go. Our model is online. Now I'll do /ask. Now I can ask any sort of question. So let's say, what is high signal AI? Now it does not have access to internet, but it'll generate the response using Llama 3, whatever it understands from high signal AI, and it will give me the response. So we'll wait and soon we'll have the answer from the Ollama bot right here. So if you see, okay, it is trying to generate the response. There's some error that we are getting. Command raise exception. Okay. All right, let's try to debug this. Let's see what we are getting in the message. Okay, we'll print the message over here and we'll try to, add an identifier. This is my message. Okay, let's also print response, message and content. So I think it is unable, it's the bot which is unable to send the message. So let's run it again. What is high signal AI? The model should generate the response. Okay, yeah, there you go. So the model has generated the response, but the message can't be this long. Okay, so what we'll do instead over here, to make this message shorter, what we'll do, we'll add some more instructions. Okay, so here I'll add that, okay, that you are a system. So in the system itself, you are a helpful assistant who provides answers to the questions in no more than 1,000 words. That's it. So I've set the limit over here in no more than 1,000 words. And I'll add questions concisely. Okay, this is done. We'll end the application, run it again. Okay, bot is running. Let's send the command again. /ask what is high signal AI. Now it should generate the response pretty quickly and in a concise fashion. Okay, the response is here and I got the response. All right, lovely. So the bot is running. Now this is LLM powered. The model is generating the response. It is being sent back to the bot and the bot displays it over here on my Discord server. Now let's create one other bot command, okay, to summarize the past conversation. So I should be able to write a command, okay, @bot.command, okay, and we'll give it a name. Let's say this is to summarize. Okay, so I have added a summarize command, and in this I'll add a function. This is my command handler, def summarize context message. So I'll get the message over here. Now in this case, if I want to summarize all the messages, I should first get all the messages. So let's quickly capture the last 10 messages, for example. Okay, so let's capture the messages in a list. I'll write a loop for message in ctx.channel.history. Okay, and we'll provide a limit over here. Limit is equal to 10. So this should keep on capturing message.content. Okay, so I'm capturing the message.content. Okay, all of these messages I'm capturing in a list by iterating over the channel history of the last 10 messages. Okay, this is done. I've captured all of my messages. Now I'll write a summarize prompt. Okay, so this prompt I'm going to add over here, which is going to say that I need to summarize the following messages, and then I will pass this entire list of messages that I have created over here. So this is a formatted string with the prompt over here. Okay, summarize the following messages delimited by 3 backticks. Okay, so we are being more specific so that the model does not get confused. Okay, so this is my specified prompt. So I can write the system, you are a helpful assistant who summarizes the provided messages. Okay, this is my system messages concisely. Okay, this is fine. And then finally over here in my message, this will instead become my summarize prompt. So the model is going to get the final instruction, which is going to be this entire string that we have created over here. Okay, that's it. Our entire string is ready. Our prompt is ready. Okay, we'll send the response. Llama would create the summary of all the messages, and we'll send back the summary to our bot. Okay, and restart the application, and this time around I'll simply add summarize. Let's see what this does. Okay, it has given us some errors. Now here I do not need message, I just simply need CTX context. So that's all we need, no other argument required to be passed. This is done, /summarize. And it should be running. Print statements need to be removed. Let's remove these. Right, summarize command over here, hit enter. The bot is live. Again, I've hit some error. Type error, async generator object is not iterable. Object is not iterable. Summarize, we're getting CTX. Okay, I'll write, this is an async request, so we'll write async over here, async for, and then we'll hit this because everything is being captured in an async request. So the for loop is also going to run in an async manner. I'll hit summarize again. Okay, bot is running. I think it's getting the messages. Hopefully this should be fine. Okay, here you go. Here's a concise summary of the provided messages. High signal AI refers to as okay. So it has given us the summary. Now further you can add more information, and you can provide the format. Summarize the provided messages in bullet points concisely. So if you add changes over here, run it again. Now I would like to see the summary in bullet points. Now if we provide /summarize again, this time we are going to get the summary in bullet points through our locally established Llama 3 model. So here you go, high signal AI. So in sections, you can see headings and then the points. This is great. So this way you can further add more and more commands. You can add more functionality. You want to resolve someone's coding errors. You want to help somebody emotionally. Many use cases can be drawn on, top of this Discord bot. So that's how you can establish your Discord bot. Now in the next video, we'll try to create a YouTube video summarizer. How you can summarize a YouTube video within your Discord server. Okay. And then on top of that, if you want to interact with that YouTube video, how will you do that? That is what is going to come up next in the videos. Up until then, keep learning, keep building. Do join this Discord server that I have showcased. This is where you'll be able to interact with me. I'll be able to review your projects and you'll have much more to learn. I am sharing a bunch of different types of resources, and that is what you will be able to be a part of. And one more thing is, if you're not subscribed to highsignalai.substack.com, please do that. This is where you will get to see the most beneficial and valuable resources, the top projects, the top products, developer tools, updates, the kind of learning resources that you should look at, what are the best courses that you can take. All of those information is provided on highsignalai.substack.com, which I publish every week. So make sure that you are subscribed. The link is in the description. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep learning, keep building.